Okay, so our first little habit, which if you want to flip over your note sheet, you could put any little jot down any notes on this. The toothbrush rule is our first healthy habit. And this one's kind of fun because you would think, okay, a toothbrush, what does that have to do with my nutrition? What I am going to have everybody pop quiz, I'm going to out myself too. Has there been a time in the past year where maybe it was a late night, you didn't brush your teeth before you went to bed? I've done that before. It was late, didn't brush my teeth in the last year. Anybody else forget to brush their teeth? All right. There's some people are really care about their dental. All right, cool. What we want to think about is, what did you do the next day? Like, pop quiz, McKenna?
I brushed them the next morning.
You brushed them the next morning, right. But did you beat yourself up about it? Did you call your dentist and say, hey, I need to get an emergency cleaning because I just didn't brush my teeth and I don't know what to do now? Did you say, screw it, you know what, I didn't brush my teeth tonight, I'm not going to brush it all weekend, I'm going to eat all the gummy candies this weekend and I'm going to start fresh on Monday? Right? Doesn't it sound kind of weird when you think about it in terms of brushing your teeth? It's just something that maybe you fall off track a little bit, you get right back on it the next day. Mm-hmm. There's no guilt, there's no shame around it. Our nutrition should be really similar. Kind of like what you mentioned. Okay, if you do have some drinks one night or you have dessert, it's like, all right, cool, the next day, instead of beating yourself up about it, just get right back to your healthy habits.
Yep.
The whole thing is keeping a curious, kind, and honest mindset with yourself. So being curious about your habits, why you're doing certain things. Maybe you opened up a bag of chips at night and you were like, oh, I'm just going to have a few, right? Next thing you know, you're binge watching Game of Thrones and the whole bag's gone. And you're like, ooh, okay, that's not right. Instead of beating yourself up about it, like, why don't I have better self-discipline? Why don't I have better willpower? Why can't I stop eating this whole sleeve of Oreos? Why can't I just have a couple? Being curious about that and try to be a detective and be like, okay, what can I do differently next time to avoid this situation? Or like, how can I maybe do better next time instead of beating yourself up? And then being kind to yourself and being just brutally honest. Like, if you know something about yourself, like, if you're going to take that bag of chips with you, you're going to eat it all. Like, if I took a whole tub of ice cream and sat on the couch, I would eat the whole thing. And there's no amount of willpower that could probably stop me. Like, I would probably still eat past fullness. So being honest with yourself, taking accountability, and then just keeping that curious mindset around your food habits.